When most people think of fitness, they think of intense workouts, sweaty cardio, severe, strict diets, walking 24/7, doing extreme things. We think of high-octane marathons. We think of that as success. We think of these insane transformations as success. And don't get me wrong, they are part of the fitness journey. They are part of the fitness world. But these are the secret small habits that are going to help your health and fitness, help you lose weight, help you tone up, help you feel better, more confident, even if you have no free time and very limited energy. So this is what we're going to do. Number one, eat enough protein every single day. Now, don't get me wrong, there's going to be the odd day where you don't quite hit it, but 99% of the days I want you eating enough protein, and prioritize this. So many clients come to me struggling to eat 40, 50, 60 grams of protein a day. The basic metric is you want a gram of protein per roughly, depending how active you are, pound of body weight. So if you're not very active, you might only want 0.5 to 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight. If you're quite active, or if you're in a deficit, or if you want to build muscle, or for optimizing everything, I would say you do want a gram per pound of body weight. So for example, if you're 130 pounds, you want around 130 grams of protein. Again, will vary slightly with activity. Prioritize this. Try and break down how many times a day you eat. So for example, if you want that 130 grams a day and you eat 4 times a day, you know that each time you eat, you need around, I can't do the maths, 20, 30 grams, I think it is. About 30 grams or so of protein every single time you eat, or a little bit over. So you might have your dinner obviously a bit more. You might find that you actually only eat 3 meals, but you have some snacks. So again, you might want to get some protein in the snacks. So protein will be a game changer. It's going to keep you fuller for longer. It's going to help stabilize blood sugars. It's going to help the recovery. It's going to help so many things to help you lose fat, build muscle, feel better, feel stronger. And very importantly, even just things like skin, hair, nails, enough protein makes such a difference. Next one is walking more. It makes such a difference. And I find that clients that don't walk enough really struggle with fat loss. They really struggle with even maintaining weight, because it makes such a difference to our calorie output every single day. If you can hit that 10,000 steps every single day, you're going to be burning at least 500 to 700 extra calories most days, again, depending on your weight and all those things. But it is a good chunk of extra calories a day. You might not be able to hit 10K steps, but at least a 2 to 3K increase on what you're currently doing makes a huge difference. If you go on YouTube, which you're already on, I just realized, then you can go over to Get Fit with Rick. He is a great free YouTube channel with loads and loads of walking step workouts. These are ones that you can do at home. You can get the kids involved. They're a bit cheesy, but they are really, really good for if you can't get out for whatever reason, or the weather's terrible, there's no excuse to not get those steps in. Things I like to do to get the steps in is clean the house. First of all, it tidies up, because I find a tidy house makes such a difference to my mindset, but also really does help my output. And if I can't get out for whatever reason, helps that. Plan it in. So my husband and I walk our dog first thing every single morning without fail. We get up early, even if we don't feel like it, and we get that walk done. And it means that we've always started the day with around 5K steps. So everything else we get that day is a bonus. If I'm not in a fat loss phase, my steps probably more around 8K mark. Obviously I run quite a lot, so that does also help the steps, but get your steps in. It will make such a difference. So clients that only get 1,000, 2,000 steps a day, you will feel more energized. You will look leaner. You will lose weight easier. You will feel better mentally and physically if you walk more. Next one is planning your food, even roughly. So I've got some clients that are very type A and they plan everything to the T. I've got a lot of clients I give strict meal plans to, or give food ideas to. And none of that's wrong, but for some people that can be a bit too much. If you're listening to this and you're like, Liv, I don't have the mental energy to plan out a whole week's of food and think about what everyone else in the household needs to eat. Plan it roughly. Plan roughly what you're going to have for your breakfast, roughly what you might have for a few of your dinners a week. Plan what you might have for your snacks. Plan something, because that does take away the stress. So I have the same breakfast every single morning, and it just means I don't need to even think about it. It makes my food shop so much easier. I find that actually I don't find that boring. I love this breakfast. I'm sure at some point I'll get bored of it and have something else, but that really helps. It means I'm only really thinking about 2 extra meals a day. I tend to then also bulk cook a few of my lunches on a Sunday and a Wednesday, so I've always got lunches prepared. So it's only really dinner most days I'm having to think about. I tend to eat the same snacks on repeat. I've reduced decision fatigue so much as someone that does have a very busy brain and a lot going on, and it's made such a difference. So plan your food, even if it's roughly, even if it's not everything you eat, even if it's only parts of your diet, it will make a big difference, and also makes food shopping so much easier as well. And then I really want you to show up when motivation is low. The clients that keep going and show up when progress is slow, when the results aren't coming, when motivation's low, when the weather's rubbish and everything feels a bit meh, they are the ones that get to where they want to be, because the foundations, sometimes the effort you're putting in and the results you're getting, you can't see. So sometimes when you're building muscle, you can't see that straight away. It's going to take months, if not a year, to see like true muscle building. Again, you might not be able to see that muscle building until you've even stripped a bit of fat. In terms of even strength in the gym, you're only going to see small increases in a rep or here or there as you go. So the big changes of strength, that's going to take time. So with all of these things, it is so important to keep showing up when the results aren't showing, when there's not like some giant wins every single week, when you just don't feel like it, because that truly is what's going to get you the results you're after. And finally, sleeping enough. This makes a huge difference. As someone that needs their sleep, I know it's not in control for everyone. We've had periods of time with kids, dogs, life, where sleep has obviously not happened as much as we'd love it to. And I know that most of my clients are busy working mums or mums of multiple children. A lot of them are very postpartum. A lot of them don't get a lot of sleep. And I obviously understand that's not always in our control, but there are things in our control. A lot of my mums wake up to feed and then they'll scroll on their phone and find getting back to sleep harder. A lot of my mums will do revenge bedtime procrastination where they end up watching TV late at night because it's the only time they get for them. There's so many things that are in our control, even when sleep isn't completely in our control. But making sure you have a colder environment to sleep in, making sure you take things like magnesium before sleep can really help, making sure you haven't eaten or drunk too close to bedtime, making sure you're in a relaxed mental state, so even doing a bit of breath work or yoga or journaling or brain dumping your thoughts can make such a difference to your sleep quality. And again, I get it's not in our control, but more sleep will make you less hungry. It will make you have more energy, obviously. It will make you feel better. It helps hormonal sleep, recovery. It helps recovery in general. It helps so many different factors, and it's going to keep that motivation a little bit higher. We all feel rubbish and unmotivated when sleep is low. So sleep is one of those things that you really need to prioritize. And even if, again, you can't control all of it, which I get, there might be some little bits, if you're really honest with yourself, that you could improve. So I hope you found today's video useful. Any questions with any of the things I mentioned, please do drop me a comment below. And yeah, more information on what I do is in my bio as well.